Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, liebe Gäste, ein großes Willkommen an unserem Sonntagsprogramm hier im Krishna Temple Zurich. Hare Krishna, dear guests, a very warm and big welcome to our Sunday program here at our Krishna Temple in Zurich. Is someone here for the first time? Welcome, welcome, a special welcome also for you. So our Sunday program is as follows. We will now have a talk on Krishna consciousness subject till 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock we will serve a vegetarian feast. At 6:15 there will be a guided mantra meditation. 7 o'clock a temple ceremony. And from 8 o'clock onwards there will be more kirtan, more mantra meditation. So this is our usual Sunday program. And for our talk now, we are here very happy to invite here His Grace Mahasringa Prabhu. Please welcome him with a big, loud Hari Bol. He is from Poland and he is practicing Krishna consciousness for over 40 years. And especially he is living in the holy place in India, in the holy place of Sridham Mayapur for the past 30 years. And he has an education, a master's in painting, in arts. He's also a yoga teacher, has given Ayurvedic treatments also. But his heart belongs to supporting and helping the citizens of the holy place of Sridham Mayapur. In the last 25 years, he has helped and distributed sanctified food, prasadam, to the people there in need. Prabhu mentioned over a ton they would daily distribute. And in the recent years, they are focusing on the people who are really in need there, the poor people, the homeless, the widows, the sick, and distributing dry foods to them. And in this way, he's enabling them to live in that holy place of Sridham Mayapur. And he's doing that with his help of his family. His daughter, her name is Anuradha Mataji. Maybe you have seen her. She's living here in Switzerland. And for many years, she's also part of this community. And for many years, she is doing a lot of services here for this temple. And so we are very happy that Prabhu has come here for visiting Switzerland and agreed to give a talk. So we welcome him to sit here in the front. And he is going to speak on a topic of freedom from material world. And before we start, 2 requests. Please, everyone, come a little closer. And I'm going to ask about the German translation. Braucht jemand eine deutsche Übersetzung? Ja. Okay, Uttama Shloka Prabhu, wird euch die Übersetzung geben. Vielleicht könnt ihr in die Ecke dort hinsetzen mit den Stühlen. And maybe you can give little space to the people who need translation. So then I wish you a very happy Sunday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava, Jayo Kunja Bihari, Jayo Radha Madhava, Jayo Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopijana Vallabha, Jayo Girivaradari, Jayo Girivaradari, Gopijana Vallabha, Jayo Girivaradari, Jayo Girivaradari, Yashodananda Brajajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana, Brajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jayo Radha Madhava, Jayo Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopijana Vallabha, Jayo Girivaradari, Jayo Girivaradari, Yashodanandana, Jayo Brajajana Ranjana, Jayo Brajajana Ranjana, Jayo Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jayo Kunja Bihari, Jayo Kunja Bihari, Jayo Radha Madhava, Jayo Kunja Bihari, Can you check Nana Mantra? Dhamma, can you chant mantra to the last? Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Astakara Satya Shirshima Isi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Sadgoswami Ki Jai. Ganga Yamuna Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. All glories to the Sangha of devotees. All glories to the Sangha of devotees. All glories to the Sangha of devotees. All glories of the Shri Shri Guru. It's nice to be with you together, and I'm sure that I will get some benefit from you. Although I'm supposed to share some my personal experience, following and searching for God from childhood, like all of you. But I have no doubt that all of you and everyone who come here today was struggling in this material world. I don't want to bargain who was struggling more, you or me. But anyone who approached the Krishna consciousness, it's a really unique person. Manusyanam sahasrishu kashat yatati siddhai. Manusyanam sahasrishu. Sahasra means like unlimited living being. And amongst them, not so many searching for God. Not at all. Because our ego taking advantage from the Supreme Lord. How you can take advantage when you cover your own identity? You don't know even how to act, how to work, what to do. But we challenge Krishna. It reminds me some story like scientists, they try to create life, right? And then one day they approached the God and they said, look, we already find out the life. We don't need you anymore. And God said, okay, I agree. Please do your job, what you desire to do, what you want to do. But please, give back to me all this material world, all these ingredients. Without Krishna, what you can do? You cannot even think, you cannot exist, because we're part of it. Even the body, our body later on, burned to the ashes, it's also come from Him. He's the owner of everything. Then why we challenge Him? I prefer more to serve than talk. And please, be tolerant if I will go too far. Then stop me. Don't think that you cannot stop the prelegent, who talking. When I was 16 years old, I thought, let me settle up close to God. And I went to some monastery. And they invite me for lunch. And they put the meat in front of me, and I said, no, please, I don't need. Give me some fruits. And they said, don't be idiot. We have the best meat. We're the priest. We're the monks. I said, it's a shy for you. How you can be proud killing some other animals. And I was 16 years old. And in charge of the monastery, he feel little, bad, because he also eat meat. And they called some servants, let's say, although I don't think there is anyone who should be servant. On the name of the society, we're saying workers. We use the, hidden bad meaning of purpose of the society. Family, workers, staff. But mostly we're the slave in this material world. Even we're the slave of our own mind. And everyone who have family will agree with me, definitely, that we take advantage wherever we can. Even from the child, from the wife, from the husband, from the citizens in the country. animals you keep at home, right? And then they said, look, man, you should be our future. We need the intelligent guys. Eat your meal and enjoy. Then I just read the plate, said, how you pretend to be authorities? You're too young to talk to me like that. I said, you're too old to be stupid. You know? And I left the monastery. We should be always brave. Like Prabhupada said, I would like to die outside on the street, just still giving, sharing the Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada was brave, leaving the Vrindavan, moving to the west, to the hippie guys, running some of them naked on the tree, sitting, on the branch, taking drugs and pretending to be, wow, where today? And Prabhupada sitting between them, amongst them, and chanting peacefully, but still bravely. Who want today represent God outside of your heart? The devotees, they warning Prabhupada, Babaji, Swamiji, where are you going? There is a Maya. Mataji Mukherjee said, there is a snow, it's very cold. And when Prabhupada landed in America, first impression, where does people running? Hare Krishna. Where does people running? He couldn't understand. But we're running for existence. Although the soul is eternal. And that's what I decide today to share some collected knowledge through my life, from childhood, especially by Krishna consciousness life. The Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, text number 14. It's amazing text, amazing shloka, like each of them. And it's so difficult to separate all of them. When Bhaktisiddhanta was on some specific meeting in Vrindavan with so many brahmanas, sadhu, and he was talking about the Krishna consciousness from one shloka, 1 month. And then suddenly they blame him. Why is all the time the same shloka? Prabhupada said that all the knowledge of Krishna consciousness is in every particular word, shloka. But because we're narrow-minded in this material world, there is a comments, there is a knowledge, but we still need extraordinary support, comments to the comments, and still we don't understand so much. Like so many devotees, they question Prabhupada. You mentioned so many times about the reincarnation, all the time. Prabhupada said, until you will understand this. To hear and understand is not the same. You can be so possessive by the intellectual mentality. Like greedy guys, they want to possess land, money, position. Right? We're also collecting the knowledge. And sometimes Bhaktivinoda Thakur was warning the intellectual people. Don't collect knowledge. Use the knowledge. Can you imagine collecting the food and not eating? That's what people do with the money. They're collecting millions of them. How much you can use it in the day? And then you can now use some analogy. They are proud, the richest man in the world. I don't want to say in the name. You know many of them. And they're proud. For example, if I will say, this is the most hungry man in the world, collecting tons, millions of tons food. What's the meaning to collect millions of tons, although you're just eating 1 kilogram a day? You spend maybe $50 a day, and you are proud to have millions of millions. You are proud because you have tons of tons food. Crazy. Amazing, amazing shloka. Devi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya. Mame Vamiye Prapadyante Mayametam Tarantite. The divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendering into me can easily cross beyond it. And there's a first question. Why Krishna warning us is not easy to overcross this material world? It means that you have to do this. But the second question is why? Why I was born? I'm living here, I have family. Like when Indra was called by the demigods when he got the pig's body, was laying with his children. And the demigods called him, please come back, rule the heavenly kingdom, we need you. And he said, I have family, look at me, as my baby, right? Then if you settle down here, then why you have to break it everything? Why you have to give up everything? Most of us in this life, not even questioning themselves who I am, or where should I go, what I should do. Success, you know. Be celebrate, get the position, go higher and higher, further and further in the materialistic, comfortable life. Then you will establish your comfort. And people, they catch it, they capture, you know. Even religious people, they capture it. The proof is that the richest company on this planet is just religion. They have the biggest property on this planet. Not maybe Buddhists or Muslims or Christian or Hindu people, but Christians, they definitely have biggest property on this planet. We sometimes are proud that our deities is the richest deities on this planet. We're proud that our temple is the biggest. But why not is the most powerful deities in this temple? You know what I mean? Why I have to overcross this material world? I already got the name, right? I got the body. But you are not only one who get the body. There's the snake, scorpion, crocodile, dogs, camel. What they have to do with their own body? Why they get such a body? What is in life? You have to overcross this material nature. When we are talking about the life, usually we think about the human. But it's one of shloka in Bhagavad Gita saying, Vidya vinaya sampane brahmana gavi hastini. That the wise man seeing every living being equal. What does it mean? The dog, the snake, the tigers. What does it mean, equal? You live 30, 40, 60 years. Do you think about the snake, about the tigers? Why we have divided the society for different kind of body? Why the living being take the different kind of body, variety of the body? But the materialistic people, they don't think. Because the scientist said, you come from monkey. Right? Okay, closed subject. But Bhagavad Gita said that we're the eternal soul. We're contaminated. We're temporary here. For our rebellion mood. Who you are, Krishna? What? Don't you see my power? Do you want to see how powerful I am? And Krishna don't fight straight, giving us space here. And everyone was born here. Whoever was born here, future sadhu, wise man, future thief, future cheater, every one of us who are born in this material world. Don't be proud that you are the president, that you are the sadhu, that you are the devotee, and we are saying this is the karmi people. We were born in the same way, from the mother womb. We're struggling there 9 months, like anything. And no one of us can straight say about our past life. And what's the meaning in this material world? Be born here. Today be proud. Respect me, please. What for? Because you're struggling here? Let's see, you will conquer this material world or not. You will deliver yourself from this material world or not. Your last breath will tell you who you are. Prabhupada said that the last breath will show you, are you real devotee? Are you real kirtaniyas? Are you real servant of God? Today, you can represent some position. Here are his lovely system in the society for someone who is on the top. I was very friendly with the Nayananda Babaji, who was the Bhaktisiddhanta disciple. He was Nashtika Brahmachari. And Bhaktisiddhanta requested him, please take care for Champahati, when he was 21 years old. When I approached him, he was at the day maybe 70 years old. And he died in the age of 95, maybe, 96. And one day, some young guys came, maybe 14 years old, and screaming, "Oh, Babaji! Hey, Babaji, where is the prasadam?" Then Babaji started to run. I said, no. Don't let them put you down. You know, even if you be servant, they have no right to call you, you know, the guys, you know, came. He don't listen me. He just run, pick up the bucket with the food, approach them, give them plate and serve. And they laughing, they say, "Hey, Babaji, today we didn't wait so long." I was fully upset, furious. They make me furious. At least respect older, like what Bhagavad Gita advice. Respect the elders, parents, higher authorities. And he just catch my hand, said, "Shringaji, don't blame them. The more fallen soul is, the more you should care for them, serve them." And I got the example when the sick person come to the hospital. The more doctors approach him, more they research more for the cause, you know, of this disease. They care more. Everyone, parents, friends, doctors, isn't it? The more you seek, you not give up. You're not rejected. We should give more care. And although when the sick person laying on the bed and they make operation, the doctor become tired, not the patient. Patient will get later on, you know, healthy life. And not many of them, they come and say thank you. Example, most of you are parents. If not now, maybe later. And how many of us experience the gratefulness from the children? Honestly say. Right? How many of us will get back reciprocation, thankfulness for our friends who care for us? Sometimes such a painful story about the human, about the societies in our mind. In Tokyo, in the center of the Tokyo is a statue of the dog who was waiting for his owner. You know? He didn't come back. He used to go by train and leave him at home. And one day the owner didn't come back. And the dog was waiting few yards. Local people, they want to give him care, take him home. No, I want to be here. I saw last time here my owner. And then he died in the railway station. But human, today, not shy to blame you. Even the religious people between themselves. What's the problem to be Buddha monk, Hindu monk, or devotees, or Christian devotees? Prabhupada said we're the servant of the servant. We're not Hindu. We're not Christians. Servant of the servant of the servant. Be Hindu believers doesn't mean that you need the dark skin. You cannot get the dark skin. Doesn't mean that you cannot be servant. You can be born anywhere. The faith is a main symbol of the religion. Faith. But you're not chanting Krishna? Come on. When I was in one of the biggest temple in Kathmandu, Swayambhuva Manu, and one monks come down, and I start to climb. And I said, oh, Hare Krishna. He said, I will not tell you Hare Krishna. Then I told him, Om Mani Padme Hum. He said, Om Mani Padme Hum. And then feeling so shy, come to me and Hare Krishna. What do you lose? You say good morning every day, although you don't wish anybody good day. Do you have problem to say good morning? Many of the devotees, they work every day. They come to the job and they welcoming everyone. Hi, good morning. When Prabhupada one day walked, I think it was in Los Angeles, there is so many details, it's difficult to remember. But the idea is that, as usually, morning time, he walked with his disciples. But actually everyone could join him. Don't think that we are sectarian, that only my disciples. Who is your guru? Oh, I'm sorry. Because you have different guru, I cannot approach you. We cannot make the same festival, the same chanting. And then he walked with his disciples on the beach in Los Angeles, I think was there. And there was old branches, old tree. And old ladies were sitting there. And all the devotees, later on they memorizing and they talk about the story. They thought that Prabhupada will teach her about the Krishna consciousness. And when he approached her, said, good morning, madam. Oh, good morning, sir. And then he walked further, and I don't remember, some of the disciples came and said, Prabhupada, Swamiji, why don't you teach her Krishna consciousness? And Prabhupada turned back to him and said, did you saw how she was happy? Be God conscious doesn't mean that you have to force someone. Approach this temple, approach this disciple, or this guru, or this or that, or etc., etc. Difficult to overcome. It's amazing. It's very difficult to overcome this material nature. It means that you are in the dangerous situation. Don't be proud because you got this body. But somebody can say and be proud of you, wow, he is not agitated anymore. You know, he does so much charitable work. He supports others. He cares for others. How you did this? Don't you collect money? When I was in London one day in the temple, and I was after a feast cleaning the pots, and another devotee said, what's your name? Oh no, he said, he asked me, where are you from? I said, I'm born in Poland, but I live in Mayapur. Oh, what are you doing there? I'm distributing prasadam to the poor people. Oh yeah? What's your name? Mahasringa. Oh, I know. How you collect money for the food? I said, why not you happy that I do this? Do you need to know where I earn the money? You expect me that I go to the job? I cannot trust God? Why don't you ask the tree, where you got the water from? Why you don't ask in the supermarket, fruits, where you come from? You are so colorful. Your shape is amazing. Who did this? No one cares. Especially in the spiritual life. We pretend to believe God, that He is the most powerful, all present, or what else? Almighty. But our nature is, I believe God. You're the most powerful. Sorry, I have to go, I have a job. But honest person will say, although you are so most powerful, but I don't trust you can maintain me. I will earn money for my life, for my existence, and I will come back later on and I will worship you. Like having wife, right? And saying, sorry, I know you are my wife, but my beloved, jak jest kochanka? Lover is there. I can get love there, real love. Not you feel shy, you will not feel shy to leave your wife and go to the lovers? Or concubine. Don't you feel shy? Believe in the most powerful God. 99%, 9. He actually provides everything to everyone. Animals, they don't request, they don't ask, they don't begging God about food. Prabhupada was mentioned a few times. Why? Be son of the richest person in the universe. Richest father, God. Why are you begging from the materialistic people? You know? Please, I'm talking from my level, okay, from my understanding. That's why Prabhupada asked the devotees in the temple, they should share the understanding. Because truth is one. Wisdom is actually one. But can be digested in so many different ways. You know? There's so many angles, so many points of view, so many different mentalities. You know? Whatever you will find now in my presentation, I will be happy. But please tolerate me also, because some of you can be more brave, more hard working, so, you know. And somebody is more gentle. If I don't want to leave in your mind some wants, you know. Well, it was too hard to say such a things. But better to hear today about our proudness than later on be born as a deer or antelope and be hunted, you know, and alive, killed, that all your friends, 1,000, leave you alone. And 10 lions come and eating you. You didn't left body yet. What is the better? Today, to cut our gross mentality, ignorance, and explain everything. The truth is painful, like medicine. It's bitter, but very helpful. When you become self-realized, you can be happy, but still, paraduk haduk. For some sadhu to be enlightened, life becomes very painful, very bitterness. Because they see all this fallen soul, like Prabhupada said. When they ask him, why you so early leave us? Prabhupada said, because I took so many unqualified disciples. Taking your karma, you know, and carry on all our sins and our resistance. How many times Prabhupada explained to so many devotees this, that. And how many times he was rejected? There's some things that I don't want to talk behind. How really Prabhupada was struggling with his unqualified first American devotees. People, not yet devotees, you know. Before his death, before passing away, I talked with Kirtanananda Swamiji. And he revealed so many things, regretting so many things. It means that although he was the most beloved his first disciples, later on he told me that he gives so much pain. And many others, devotees, they pass away. Some of them they were gurus, some of them disciples. They regret so many things. We don't need to be proud of our body. But the life is so, make it in such a way that although Krishna is a male, Purush, and practically all of us actually were like a female nature. But in this material world, we're divided for male and female. And then, what does it mean? I can hunt you, I can catch you. You know? Animals, they do as well. When they see the sex different, male and female. Although some antelopes have 2,000 females belong to him, antelopes. When the men come, they start to fight up to the death. 2,000 girls, women, and still he fight. Why he has to take it, my woman? Why? What we're doing with our life? If it's not woman, then we would exchange to the money. If not the money, sorry to say, we exchange this to the family members, and we feel owners. If not the family members, because some of them, they didn't make the family, then maybe my workers, because I'm the boss. It can be also our disciples. Like one day, one guru walked with the disciples, and suddenly they saw the snakes eaten by the ants. And guru started laughing. And the disciples complained him, why don't you have compassion to these eaten animals? And he turned to them and said, because the snake was guru in previous life, and the ants is his disciples. We have to be really careful. Doesn't matter how advanced you are. Jada Bharat was so advanced, probably from his name, the Bharata Varsha keep the name. And when he left the kingdom, family, lovely family. It's not like today. You cannot expect anything. Hurry up, where you are? Only little money you brought? Man, find the second job. Not that kind of family. And he gave up everything. Supposed to be to finalize his realization. And suddenly he hears the baby voice, because the mother of the small baby was so scared hearing the roaring lion around, right? And she lost the baby. And he thought that no one, only me, I can help. The God is aware of every blade of the straw of blade. How is? Or blade of grass? Źdźbło trawy. Yeah, blade of grass, right? He's aware of everything. But if I not do this, no one can. Come on. Everything can be manifested even now. But what for? We're already lost. And don't think that the president of the country, the boss of the company. He's the most honest guy because he guide the living being. No. He allow to have slaughterhouses. He allow to buy the intoxication everywhere. Alcohol in the airport is a first when you just come out from the airplane. It's a first what you can buy, and you got the free tax, because you got the alcohol. I would like to move further, but just the first shloka here have such a unlimited explanation that material nature, we have to ask, what does it mean life? Because nothing exists without life. Okay, the world is divided. The spiritual world, material world. If anybody know anything about the spiritual world, if anybody know anything about the soul, even the people praying, they don't care so much about soul. Praying religious people, they don't care, God hear me or not. I just come and I left my request. And no one actually even waiting for the answer. Like sometimes we're chanting holy name, Hare Krishna, right? And then they leave the Japamala and said, I finished my chanting. He said, what you did? He said, I was chanting. What do you chant? Hare Krishna. What is it? The name of God. It means that you call God, yeah? Are you interested he come approach you or not? Are you really calling him and waiting for him, expecting him? Sadhu, many sadhus, when they focus on the spiritual life, they don't want to be disturbed by the materialistic people. Why? Because they want to approach God in proper manner, proper way. They waiting, they expect, they want to be his servant. If you're not waiting for him, why you want to be his servant? If you're not expecting, then what you gonna do for him? You know what I mean? Chant means calling the Supreme Lord. Prabhupada said, call like a baby. When baby scream, the mother immediately come. If Krishna supposed to not come because you chant, then why are you practicing? Chanting means calling him. And depend from your mood. If you really regret your past, you can count on Krishna. He will approach. Bilva Mangal, he came straight from prostitute ladies to Vrindavan. And local people, when he asked where I can find Krishna, they were laughing. We didn't find him. Of course not. On the Radha Kund, there is so many devotees. And they take advantage from others' pilgrimage. I hear that one day when Bhaktisiddhanta was asked, why they take advantage? Bhaktisiddhanta mentioned that there's not Radha Kund for them, it's a Naraka Kund for them. But we really take advantage, always. You're religious or not. Some devotees experience advantage even amongst the devotees. Even today, I hear that many devotees belong to Hare Krishna. They think about moving from Hare Krishna. Not at all cost. Pushing, forcing anyone to believe. I remember when I was in Mayapur, and my daughter was at that day 16 years old. She's 40 today. And I asked Radha, it was 10 p.m., Radha, did you finish your rounds? She said, Dad, not. Radha, and I already, become angry. Radha, did you finish your rounds? Dad, not. And I put my hands on her shoulder and little press, Radha, You didn't finalize your rounds? And she just looked at me. And I changed myself in one moment. I said, Radhe, I will never force you. Today I understood I should give you example, not forcing you and become sectarian. Until these days I never asked my daughter, do you chant? But I'm proud of her association because actually she saved my life first. She was always peaceful. And please, don't be upset that I'm glorified devotee. Hiranyakashipu, he didn't glorify his son, Prahlad. Although the Prahlad was devotee. But I was lucky got the baby devotee. And I learned a lot from her. And because of my daughter, I joined the Hare Krishna. You know? I hope that next program, attentively, if you will approach the Hare Krishna program, the next meetings will increase your understanding about the spiritual life, because I didn't finalize, and it's impossible. Why? Because our senses always identify us with our body. Even though you will be highly situated person, spiritually or materialistic, mostly you have the body. One day I was in the train, somewhere in the world, and I saw some sadhu. And the sadhu was walking around, and I would walk behind him long distance. I usually always stop people in the train, in the bus station, on the street. I want to talk about Krishna. And always successfully. Always people, they come to Mayapur later on, they write me something, they reciprocate, they keep in touch. And I approached him and said, excuse me, are you a spiritual man? Yes. Then why don't you spread the knowledge? You are not in the city. They are not in the concentrate camp that you cannot help them. Although we should help them more. You don't need to go to the hospital, to the psychiatric mental hospital. That people are really ready. They are exhausted with the materialistic life. Why don't you talk to them? Do you have disciples? He said, yes. And you mean that you are predicted only to talk to the disciples, but they can be your disciples. Don't waste your time. You're right. And he's gone. Like Prabhupada, when he was opening Amsterdam temple, right? He asked the devotees to do the yagya for the ceremony, fire ceremony to open the temple. And he's installing some deities, I don't remember where. And they asked Prabhupada what to do. Prabhupada said, put some fruits around the yagya. When he came next day, they make the salad fruit. They cut it and blah, blah, blah. And he became furious. And one of the hippie guys came and said, Prabhupada, you always said chant and be happy. Why don't do this? Why don't you do this now? He said, the best advice today. He catch the mala and he chant. Life is very difficult. Very difficult. I'm fighting every day. Every day. And maybe I'm not the proper person to talk to you, because I have so many things between the ear in my head. But today I'm not doubt that everyone have so many doubts, so many agitation, so much agitation. I wish you really to be devotee of God, of Krishna, and become his servant. Even if you become sannyasi later on, not guru, I wish you be always servant. And I experienced, the best example I got in my life from the Nayananda Babaji. I don't know if I should tell this or not, but it's a very, very inspired things. One day we were sleeping on the same bed. In India it's a very wide, big. And suddenly in the evening he wake up and Make me wake up as well. I said, Prabhuji, do you think God is real? The God exists? And I chastised him, said, Babaji, don't make me angry. I'm not aware of God like you. But I remember the story like Shukadev Goswami or many of the sadhu, they explain in such an innocent way about the difficulties of life, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his songs. He said, I'm happy when people are suffering. I'm lower than the worms, you know. But it was really amazing question for me. Chanting 70 few years. And he was really humble. And he's showing me, displaying me some doubt. And I understood. Don't be proud because you chant. Don't be proud because you're the boss, you're the sadhu, you are and devotee, whoever you are. One day, you can break everything like Jada Bharat. When he take care for this antelope small, he born next life as an antelope, right? Like a deer. It's easy to lose everything. Better to develop, because love have no end. But if you will move love and be strict, you know, executing law of the spirituality. Wake up! How many times somebody hit my head when I was sleeping in the temples. And I stand up and I ask him, why you just hit me? What wrong I did? I was tired. I went sleep 2 o'clock, feeding last day 2,000 people, cooking alone on the sun, 1 ton food. Why you hit me? Chant! Please, don't do this. Don't do this. Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, he said, even if I will save 1 person, my life will be successful. It means that you have to sacrifice as a wise man, wise father, wise wife. You have to do in this way. It's enough people cheated by the religion, by the government, by the business. It's enough victims. At least whoever come to the Hare Krishna, don't show him his wisdom. Sometimes when you play game, you know, look at me how wise I am. The knowledge, the shloka, blah, blah. Do you care? Do you see my heart, how broken it is? We're not talking to the professor. Not everyone have PhD title, especially today. Sorry, I didn't actually start what I was planning to say. The introduction here, I couldn't move further. Okay? And I'm sorry if I will not satisfy some of you. And I'm also sorry if I was not representing in high level Krishna consciousness. But I apologize from the beginning that I used to serve in the Mayapur every day, making fire, buying veg, feeding the children, feeding the adults, old people. It's not my nature to talk. If you will find out, definitely you will find some mistakes. Please, sorry. Can we just chant one Mahamantra on the end for a short time? Like a few minutes, 2 minutes. I don't see far, I have to use glasses to see. Okay. Hare Krishna. No, not this one melody, another. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Slowly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Radhe, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Try to put your heart. There is not places to display your love. Mostly people think it's a brother, or intimate relationship between the husband and wife, or maybe between the children and parents. But there is something else. You can walk, you can sleep, you can talk with love of God. Try to focus, just call from your heart, okay? Don't feel shy. Sometimes we just thinking and look at how is it? Is it okay? My voice is. Don't do that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, now all of you together. Come on. You, all of you together. Come on. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Some of you, look at this. When you play Toto, everyone expects, I win today. But when I said some of you chant, no one even start. Okay, try again. Chant together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Some of you, come on. So, wait a moment. It was Olympic game for the disabled people. Wait. And then they already, to run, and the shoot was there, and some of them without hand, without legs, everything was artificial, sent. And then the judge shoot. Immediately everyone start to run. But suddenly they hear such a painful lamentation voice. Oh, they're screaming again. You know what's happened? Yes, finish. All of them stopped. They turned back. They saw that one of them didn't run. They come back. They hold the hands and they walk together to the end. And you did this. Not some of you. All of you start to chant. We have some marks to finish. One time more. Go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,